guys, it's Danny, and today's video is a tutorial on the look that I am currently wearing. This is a look that I've been wearing a lot, especially now that it's summer, and basically my thought process behind filming this video is that it's been a while since I've done a very detailed, in-depth, and comprehensive video about any tips and tricks and techniques that I have and use on a daily basis to do my makeup, as well as the type of products that I like to use on a daily basis and why they work for me. This video does go really in-depth about like what I use for foundation and why, my pre-makeup routine, and like how I do my eyebrows using all drugstore products. So yeah. I feel like it's been a while since I filmed a video like this, and I felt like it was necessary since my routine and the products that I've been using have changed a lot since the last time I filmed something like this. How many times am I gonna say something like this? Film something like this? Like, shut up. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much all that I have to say, so let's just get started with the tutorial. Hey, what's up you guys? I always like to start off my makeup by pulling my hair back and away from my face, and I usually just use a clip for that. And then what I like to do is I always start my makeup with clean hands, and if I don't wash my hands before I sit down, like when I'm rinsing out my beauty blender, that's when I'll usually do it. I just have hand sanitizer on my vanity and I use that. So now that my hands are all clean, I can move on to my pre-makeup skincare. And what I usually do first is I like to grab a cotton pad and some micellar water. This one is an aloe no wash cleansing water, and I just put a little bit of it on the cotton pad, and I just use it to remove any dirt or any oil or makeup from the night before. Like, look at that, you guys. And now that I'm done with that step, I'm going to just moisturize my lips. I'm using this Lip Shit Blackberry Honey lip balm, and I just get a little bit on my finger. On a daily basis, I like to use this Cover FX Clear Cover Invisible Sunscreen SPF 30. And I really like this, especially if I'm going to be wearing makeup, because it does have like a gel formula and it has a little slip to it, like a primer, like a silicone primer. So it's really easy to put foundations and stuff on top of this. And for my moisturizer today, I'm going to use the Proactive Complexion Perfecting Hydrator. It's the only moisturizer that I use that I feel like can sufficiently moisturize my face without clogging my pores. Before I wear foundation, I always wear a primer, and I love the Benefit Professional. It's literally like a cult classic makeup item because it's really good at minimizing the appearance of smaller to mid-sized pores. Since I've been wearing primers, like I used to not believe in primers, but since I started wearing it, my makeup looks fresh almost all day. I just do one full pump, and that's definitely like enough for my entire face. Boop, 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 boop. Like, my technique for applying foundation is to apply it on my face first and then go in with whatever I want to use to blend it in. Like, I know some people put it directly onto their brush or onto their beauty blender, but for me, I feel like that gets my brush and my beauty blender like caked up with makeup really quickly. So I don't like doing that, but whatever method works for you, you should do. This is just my technique. And today I'm going in with an e.l.f. foundation brush. I also use my Beauty Blender and Real Techniques sponge on a daily basis. I use this when I have less time to do my makeup because I can use it for both foundation and concealer. But today I felt like taking time and just really working it in. Okay, so I just wanted to bring you guys in closer for this part because eyebrows are like super important. I want you to see what I'm doing. Today I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set brow pomade, and this is in the shade Warm Brunette. I usually use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I feel like L'Oreal has really good brow products. It's like the Anastasia Beverly Hills of the drugstore. And I like it. I've also used the NYX one and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but I'm living on a college student budget. I'm also using the brush that it comes with, you guys. I should buy the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, but I just haven't yet. What I like to do is brush my brow hairs into place. Get a little bit on the brush. Start filling it in, starting from like this bottom area. And I don't really put very much of this pomade in the front. I actually go into a brow powder, and here I have the NYX brow cake powder, I just grab a little bit of this color right there, like the lighter color, and I fill in the front of my brow using that. Another thing that I do with my eyebrows on pretty much a daily basis is I clean it up with concealer using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand and a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. This is really what takes brows to the next level, I feel like. Now that we're done with the eyebrows, I'm going to show you guys what I like to do for eyeshadow on a daily basis. And there's like a number of things you could do. Like there's multiple palettes that will work for this. On a daily basis, I usually grab from my Narcissus Unloaded palette. But this is a newer palette. If you don't have it, that's totally fine. I do the same thing with my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And stuff like that. But really, it's any palette that has a bunch of warm neutrals is what I like to use. Today I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow, or Rose Gold textured eyeshadow palettes. So what I like to do first is just take a normal packing eyeshadow brush and put it into any kind of brightening color, and for me brightening colors have like a tinge of yellow in it, so it's like a pale vanilla yellowy color, and I apply that all the way across my eyelid up to my brow bone. It's something that helps eyeshadows blend more easily, I find, is if you have an overall base color all over your eyes, but also if you don't have an eyeshadow like this, you can totally just use whatever you use to set your face, like a setting powder. That should work perfectly fine too. It also helps because you have an even canvas, like everything will be one color at first, so you're not dealing with, if you have pigmented eyelids, you're not dealing with like whatever color be lurking underneath there. Alright, so next I'm going in with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Sandalwood. It's a medium warm brown color, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease of my eye, and I like really blended, blown out eyeshadow looks, you guys. I just find that I have a lot of lid space and I like to kind of use it or make the most of it. I go in with like a little bit at first, and then I just dip back in there and do maybe a second layer, because that's usually a better way to build color instead of going in all at once. And I like with this brush I can like really shove it into my crease. I know that's like freaky looking, and if you feel like you didn't do a great job blending on the outer corner and you don't want to blend up to your brow bone, just dip into whatever shade you used on your lid and you can use that to blow it out more. Next I'm going in with a smaller crease brush, but still a fluffier one, and I'm going to go into the shade Henna. It's a few shades warmer and deeper. And I'm going to apply that mostly on this outer kind of C shape of my eye. That going a little bit on the lid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush I used in my crease, but without adding any more product, I'm going to use it to blend out the shade that I just put down. I'm going to go into the shade Cocoa. So with this shade, I really want it to be just kind of right here, and I'm just gonna focus that. Like that. And next I'm gonna go into a champagne color. And kind of the same way that I would like dig my crease brush into the crease of my eye, I'm using the little point on this brush to do the same thing. It just really helps with carving out the shape, I feel like. Now that I have my eyeliner on both eyes done and as even as they can possibly get, I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. It's the same one that I use underneath my eyebrows, and I'm going to show you kind of the areas I like to highlight. So when I go under my eyes, you definitely don't need a lot of this concealer, you guys. I just like to go like that. On the bridge of my nose. And just like that. Yes. Then I'm gonna, sometimes like I'll use this type of brush for my concealer, or I'll use my big foundation brush for my concealer, but today I'm gonna just pat it in with my foundation brush and go right underneath my eye using the smaller concealer brush. This brush is also by e.l.f., by the way. I really like e.l.f. brushes, you guys. Oh, for contouring, I like to use this brush, also from the Unicorn Tarte brush set. It's the one that's like fluffy. It's like the perfect size to get into my cheekbones, so I really like it. Just a few dabs into the product. So I think the Too Faced Love Flush Blush and I Will Always Love You is what I'm gonna use. Yeah. Using my Real Techniques blush brush as usual. Orangey blushes and peachy blushes just seem like summertime blushes too, but who am I kidding? I wear them like year round. Next, I'm going to highlights, and that's one of my favorite parts about doing my makeup. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Kit Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. Oh my gosh. Just highlight my cheekbones. I'm actually like not done highlighting. I take a smaller, this is a lip brush, but I like to go in with this lighter shade right here and highlight the tip of my nose. Slightly above where the actual tip of my nose is. Like the tip of my nose is right here, but I like to highlight right here because it kind of creates the appearance of like more of a buttony nose kind of thing, and it makes my nose look shorter. And then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. On a daily basis, I use Too Faced Better Than Sex, and I am going to put lashes on, so this is mostly just to help hold them up. I love this mascara though, you guys, and I also use it on my lower lash line. It actually doesn't smudge on me. So I'm going to pick out a pair of lashes and apply them, and I'll be right back. Actually, you guys, while my lashes are still drying, I'm going to do my lips. And for lips, I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I've been using the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Hawkwind. It definitely seems more like a fall shade because it's very deep. Okay, next, lashes. I have honestly no idea what style these are, but I'm 90% sure they are from House of Lashes. And that's it for this makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like I'm really starting to get back into the swing of this YouTube thing, and I'm starting to enjoy making and editing and filming videos again, and I hope you guys will continue to enjoy watching them. And that's pretty much all that I have to say, but as always, if you have an Instagram, please follow me at ohdangdanii with 2 eyes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!